Welcome. This video for this class, this segment of this class, we're going to show a short PowerPoint presentation on comparatives. Then I'm going to provide the students with a list of words, of adjectives, that they can use to create their own sentences. And then we will post a few of those sentences on the board. So, to begin with, this is our PowerPoint on comparatives. Okay, some of the rules are one-syllable adjectives ending in E. For that, we have wide becomes wider. Like calzada, justo, Sierra is wider than Calle Rio, Colorado. For those of you who are familiar with Mexicali. Okay. Safe. Mexicali is safer than Tijuana. If you've been to both cities, I think you would agree. Okay. I'll give you the words later. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Another rule is consonant, vowel, consonant. Let's take big. San Diego is bigger than Calexico, of course. Okay. Another word, hot. Mexicali is hotter than Tecate. Yes, Tecate's in the mountains. It's very cool there. If it ends in Y, we take away the Y and we add an I and then an ER. For happy, happier. Winners are happier than losers, always. Noisy. A tractor trailer is noisier than a car. Okay. Another rule. Adjectives of 2 syllables or more use more plus adjective plus than. A car is more useful than a bicycle. Expensive. Gold is more expensive than silver. You guys agree with that? If it ends in W, just go add ER. The altitude in Mexicali is lower than the altitude in Guadalajara. All others, I'll add ER, cold. Alaska is colder than New York. Soft. A pillow is softer than a rock. And some irregular words like good, bad, and far. Good doesn't become gooder, it becomes better. Bad becomes worse, not badder, though you probably will hear a few people say that. And far becomes farther. Few people may say further, acceptable. Okay? Good and better. The Arizona Diamondbacks are a better baseball team than the San Diego Padres. Wouldn't you agree? Diamondbacks made it to the playoffs. Okay? Bad or worse? The weather in Mexicali is worse than the weather in Tijuana. Yes, Tijuana's coastal. It's beautiful there, the weather at least. And far and farther. San Francisco is farther from here than San Diego. Right? It's farther than. Okay? Now here's a list of words, adjectives I give you guys. Take your time and come up with a few sentences using any one of these. Okay? And I group them into their different rules. Like beautiful becomes more beautiful than. Okay? Close, closer. Fat, fatter. Fast, faster. Bumpy, bumpier. New, newer. And the same rules we just talked about. So you guys take a few minutes and come up with a few sentences, write them down, or if you got them in your head, if you can just give them to me, I'll write them up here on the board. Anybody want to take a shot without writing it down? Is any one of those words? But write it down if that makes you feel more comfortable. You want me to give you an example? Okay. This chair is larger than this eraser. It's larger than this eraser. Anybody else want to try a word?
My car is fast.
Yeah, my car.
Is fast.
My car is faster
Fast
than.
than my bicycle.
Yeah, very well, very good, Josie. Anybody else want to try one?
Our daughter is taller,
Mhm.
taller or
Taller
taller than younger daughter,
than
younger.
my younger daughter. My older daughter
Yeah,
is taller than my
younger daughter.
younger daughter. Yeah, very well. Anybody else want to try one? Lucila, you want to try one for us?
My house is larger
Mm-hmm.
than my sister.
Okay. How about one of the ones, anybody want to try ones with the more blank than? Like one of these. Beautiful, delicious, or important.
Okay.
I'll start it off and see if you finish, okay? Learning English is more important than, what do you think? Learning English is more important, living here in the border area, learning English is more important than learning,
Chinese.
yeah, Chinese, yes. Because not much use there to use Chinese here in the border, right?
Because I live in the United States.
Yes. How about delicious? Think of some foods. What food do you think is more delicious than another food?
Dessert is more delicious.
Yeah.
Dessert is more delicious than
Than the pork.
pork? Okay. You could say, well, then breakfast. Dessert is more delicious than breakfast or lunch for some folks. Okay. Think beautiful and think of these flowers you brought in, Josie. These flowers are more beautiful than
Naturally someone.
more than a natural desert.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh, well, how about in the spring when the flowers bloom in the desert sometimes after a good rain? But yes, typically some roses are more beautiful than the desert this time of year. There's not much there but sand and rock. Okay. How about wet and wetter? Would you say that where I'm from, back east, okay, Delaware is wetter than southern Arizona? Yes, because it's the desert, right? Okay. Where else did you live in Mexico? You told us before.
And Guaymas is humid.
Humid, so it is,
Because it's beach.
okay,
Beach.
beach is there.
Beach is there.
So it's wetter
Weather.
and it's more humid than. That's, humid would be like more humid than, if we put humid in there. Guaymas is more humid than Mexicali or Yuma. Yeah, okay. And I have two trucks, an old truck and a new truck. I have an old Sierra and a new Colorado. So my Colorado is newer than my Sierra. Okay, it's newer.
You are.
You know, okay. You notice that we have these different rules in English.